Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe1X here, and today I thought we'd take a look at DC Collectibles ManBat. Now, this is the largest figure that we've gotten this far in this line. He is the same price as your Batman, your Catwoman, your Jokers, so he's going to be at that $22 to $25 price point, which this guy does come in the larger box, so I thought he would kind of be a deluxe price like Roxy Rocket's going to be. She's going to be $35, but this guy at only $22 to $25, depending on where you buy it, is really a good deal. Now, he does come with quite a few accessories, as you can kind of see here. Moving him to the side. It does come with this little tape that we did see in an animated episode. It does have some paint down here, nothing on the back. So the only negative with these little bitty accessories that he does come with is he doesn't have any way to hold them. So I guess you just put them at the base of his display stand, but that's all right, I guess. He does come with 3 pill bottles that are pretty nicely detailed, so I could probably make some like cool little pictures, with other figures and stuff like that, but not this guy. He does come with a second set of wings as well. I'll get that focused on him. But they are nicely painted on both sides, as you can see. And let's go ahead and take this guy, or before we take him off the stand, I wanted to show you how large this guy is. So a couple of comparisons real quick. Also in Wave 2, there is Robin. So you can kind of see that he's a little bit shorter. And here is the Joker. Now, they're also doing the same thing that the Star Wars Black Line 6-inch series is doing, to where they're all kind of that 6 or 6.25 inch height. But as you can see, Robin is much shorter. Catwoman shorter as well. Joker, well, he's a little bit taller, same as Mr. Freeze. ManBat is the tallest, and especially whenever you add that wingspan, he is just huge. So we'll take a look at Joker and Robin a little bit later on in the week. But as far as this guy goes, we'll take him off the stand. One negative with his stand, it is, well, he does have, you can definitely see that it is the ManBat stand, because you do see the picture of him on there. Joker's, it has the picture of Joker, Robin, and so on. But his is a little bit loose here. So it goes up and down quite easy. Yeah, you can kind of see that it kind of falls down. That's the only problem that I've had with this, as far as the stance, is his. So all the rest of them are pretty nice. So that's probably a problem that is on my individual figure and won't be on yours. Now, taking a look at the figure itself, I wanted to kind of start off with the face sculpt. If we can get it focused. I was having some problems earlier. But you can see that he has some nice painted eyes there. Those are actually yellow, so it's a different color than this kind of cream, or I'm going to just call it a tan color in here. And you can see that this eye is a little bit wider open than this, so it's like he's kind of squinting at you with that right eye. The teeth are individually painted. You can also see the pink tongue there, and then some red going around that tongue to kind of serve as the bottom of his mouth. I don't know if there's, and the top of his, or roof of his mouth, is also painted that kind of red, or that blood red as well. So very cool, very nicely detailed. With the ears, you can see that there is some paint with that tan in there, but you see these little black lines. If you look here at the vintage one, you can kind of see to where it had those lines molded in, but they never, kind of painted around that. They just kind of painted the inside of the ear, which was a nice touch. They actually went with the black lines in there, which is very nice, homage to the vintage or the original there. And also, with the faces, look at those 2 little cute guys, As far as the wings, take a look at the inside of the vintage ones. They painted those, but they never painted the outside. But with this guy, you did get the paint on the inside, and you got it on the outside as well. The same thing I think I showed you with the other set of wings. As far as the blue pants, does have that. There's, this guy is darker than this guy here, but I think this is a little bit more how he looked like in the animated series, so that's why they kind of went that route. As far as the blue pants, I mean, they look nice. As far as the paint, this is a separate section connected to here, so you don't see any paint splatter anywhere. Same thing with the wings. Look, you don't see any paint splatter going anywhere. They got a little bit of outside the lines there with some of the brown, but it doesn't look that bad. So they did a really nice job with it. As far as the articulation, we'll go ahead and cover that, and then we'll kind of bring us into some of the negatives that I have with the figure. As far as the head goes, it can look up and down just like the original here. Can rotate side to side. The jaw is it looks like it is separate, and I thought that it could maybe go up and down. You can kind of see that it moves a little bit there, but I don't really see a gimmick with it to where it can like move up and down on its own by just like rotating the head, so it doesn't have that. One of the issues that I do have is with the arms here. Now on Wave 1, there was a huge issue with joints. On my second Batman, I've gone through 3 Catwomans. I never messed with Two-Face and Mr. Freeze that much, other than do the review and pretty much put them on my shelf at that point. The joints on Wave 2 and to the future, they're going to improve on the joint quality. So that is something that DC Collectibles has said they're going to fix. They said they're going to come out with Wave 1 again with the fixed joints. So something I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of. So 3 out of 3 I've got of Wave 2, or 3 of the 4 Wave 2s that I've gotten so far, all have good joints. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. But as far as ManBats, his, because you take the arms in and out to put the other ones in, he did have a problem with, you put it out, like so, and you can just kind of move it a little bit and they kind of fall down. So he doesn't hold the pose that you want, as good as some of the other ones, just because these are removable, and they kind of actually remove a little too easy. But that's something you could fix with some clear fingernail polish. You can put it on there to make those a little bit tighter. As far as articulation, they do go forward quite a bit, so you could even almost wrap it around like he was, hang him up from upside down like he was sleeping. But whenever you start to come out, you'll see that this is about as far as it goes back, and then this section will start to push up against here, and it automatically kind of pushes the joint out of the socket. So just something I wanted to kind of show you guys so you're aware. Taking the arms out, we'll look at the rest of the body here. This section here, it does rotate all the way around. Can go back with this crunch or ab crunch quite a bit, and go forward all the way. With the legs here, these legs can go forward, go back quite a bit. They can go in and out. This knee joint, it only goes back so far, so as you can kind of see there. And then these feet rotate as well. They have holes on the bottom, so if you could, maybe find a surface that has something you could, plug it into, that would help. And then look at these arms as well. We'll put those in. And it just makes him massive. Again, with the same thing with this, they can go up about this far, and the further you start, after you get about right there, they start to kind of push themselves out of the socket there. Same thing with them. They kind of swing. They're just not tight enough. You can kind of see that they're falling down. It doesn't matter how much you push them into the socket, that they're still just, going to fall down eventually. So maybe a little bit of nail polish in there will help that out. But as far as, the wingspan compared to some of the other figures, here we have Joker, so you can kind of get an idea there. So quite large. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll have the other figures up later this week. So peace.